Hey guys, come join me in this video. We're going to go back and we're going to score how some content creators did on predicting the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list. So let's jump right into it. So if you guys are new here, the way we score things is it's 3 points for a hit, 1 point for a hit in the right direction. If you miss completely, that's a -1 point. The first creator whose predictions we're looking at is Tombox from Mst Tv. He had Gimmick Puppet Nightmare on his list getting banned. They instead hit Branded Expulsion. He also had Diabolus the Mind Hacker on his list, as did several other people. He also had Dimensional Barrier and Harpy's Featherstorm, which the last time we looked over one of his lists, I'll link it up here somewhere. He also had Harpy's Featherstorm on his list. Tom, do you have a flute player at your locals that just keeps hitting you with Featherstorm? Why does this card keep cropping up? I'm just curious. In his limited section, he had Naturia Sacred Tree, which was one of the few people who actually called this. Good job. He also had Kashtira Birth, Sprite Jet, Performage Plus Fire, Orchist Harpor, and Premature Burial. None of these got moved anywhere from the list. I kind of would have liked to see Premature Burial come back. Konami, let's bring this one back. This one's fun. The semi-limited section, we had Kashtira Unicorn going to 2. He was one of the few to put this at 2, I believe, and good on him. Nailed it. Then Skill Drain and Dragonic Diagram. So neither of these moved anywhere on the list. No points here. The only card in the unlimited section is Speedroid Terratop. That's a big miss.
I believe I also had Terratop in the unlim section.
So Tom ends up with a score of -2. Next on the list is Nishi, also from MstTv. On his banned section, he had Branded Expulsion and Diabolus the Mind Hacker, both of which are hits. Going down to his limited section, he had Kashtira Birth going to 1, which didn't happen. Kashtira Unicorn, I believe I made an error here. This should be 1 point in the correct direction. I believe I just forgot to put the filter on it. He had Blaster coming to limited, which is correct. Good hit. He had Gub going to 1, which did not happen. He had Starter going to 1, but it went to 2 instead, so that's a point. Samorg Bird of Sovereignty going to 1, which didn't happen. Semi-limited, he had Runic Fountain going to 2. Nailed it. He had Engage going to 2. Nailed it. He had Tip going to 2. Did not hit it. Digusto Emerald going to 2, and he had Miscellaneousaurus going to 2, but that is also a miss. So for his unlimited section, he had Salamangreat Gazelle going to 3, Spellbook of Judgment going to 3, that is a miss. He had Monkey Bort and Desires going to 3, those are misses as well. Let's go ahead and look at his final score, and I want to make sure I have it correct due to my error earlier while I was making the image. So Nishi's final score is 7. Next up is CaliEffect. He also had Diabolus the Mind Hacker in his banned section. Nailed it. He had Gimmick Puppet of Nightmare as well, though. This is a miss. In his limited section, he also had Blaster coming back. That's a hit. He had Mathmech Circular coming to 1. That's a hit. He had Runic Tip going to 1. Miss. That would have been a good hit, though. He had Delinquent Duo coming back. Another old school spell coming back, which Konami has been doing recently. He had Kashtira Birth going to 2. That is a miss. Sprite Starter going to 2. Then he had Emergence and Longwan going to 2. Miss and miss. Then he had 2 branded cards, Opening and Aluber the Boober of Duber going to 2. Miss on 2 fronts. Then in his unlimited section, he had Salamangreat Gazelle, Spellbook of Judgment, and Gub going to 3. Cali, if I messed this up, I believe your wording wasn't entirely clear on where you wanted Gub, but I believe it was 3. So if I'm incorrect, please correct me. But that leaves Cali with a final score of 1. Our next creator is a smaller creator known as AuroraYGO. I'll link his channel above and his Twitter down in the description below. So he had Diabolus the Mind Hacker going to 0. Nailed it. Dimensional Barrier going to 0. Swing and a miss. Branded Expulsion going to 0. Nailed it. Ibly? Limited. He had Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos. Got it. Limited. He had Sprite Starter. That's a hit in the right direction. It went from 3 to 2. That's a point. Harp coming back? Didn't happen. Kashtira Unicorn. He had going from 3 to 1. It ended up going from 3 to 2, so that is a point. Runic Fountain, that is correct. Zodiac Trident did not come off the list. Semi-limited, the only card he had in semi-limited was Miscellaneousaurus. Sorry, I missed it and peel off the list, to much of my chagrin. In the unlimited section, he had Salamangreat Gazelle coming back. It did not. And he had Lureless Recital Starling, which did come off the list. That leaves Aurora with a final score of 8. Then I'm not above this either. Let's see how I did. I had Diabolus the Mind Hacker going to 0. Nailed it. Branded Expulsion. Nailed it. In the limited section, I had Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos. Got it. Harp. Missed. Tip. Missed. Heavy Storm. Miss. I had Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. My every list copium coming back. Missed it. Skill Drain going to 1. Missed. Gub. Missed. Branded Lost. Missed. In the semi-limited section, I had Miscellaneousaurus coming back. Missed it. Sprite Starter going to 2. Nailed it. Runic Fountain going to 2. Nailed it. I had Blackwing Steam the Cloak going to 2. It ended up going to 3. Got a point there. In the unlimited section, I had AFD going to 3. Didn't move. And I had Speedroid Terratop going to 3. It didn't move. Both were misses. That leaves me with a final score of 7. That means in first place, we have Aurora, taking the cake for the person who best predicted the list this time around. Then in second place, we have myself and Nishi. In third place, we have CaliEffect. And then in last place, we have Tombox. If you guys want to take a look at the last time I did this, I'll have the link up there and down in the description. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And until next time, guys, peace. Take it easy.